Good morning everyone and welcome back to the channel. I am Sean Keenan and today we're doing a bit of revenge photography. What do I mean by that? Well, I was just here a couple of days ago. I was staying at a friend's lodge nearby and I decided to come out early morning while everybody was still sleeping and put together an episode. Well, it was bad conditions. It was hazy and overcast and it was windy and I really struggled to find an image. This is a wonderful location and there's so many opportunities, so I couldn't just leave it. So here I am again. A couple of days later, I'm staying at my friend's lodge again. Already it's sunrise, 4:30 in the morning, and I find just maybe 200-300 meters down the road, and here's an image. Actually, the image that I took didn't turn out like I had hoped, but the positive mood it put me in set the tone for the whole morning. I moved on to another spot to get closer to the water, and having the 70 to 200 millimeter lens opened up possibilities for shooting across the water. But I shoot with an aspect ratio in mind, knowing that I can crop more once I get in Lightroom. And having the benefit of R5's resolution, I'm still able to maintain image quality. Aspect ratios for me really help me to tell the story and create a feeling that I'm going for. Now in this video, I use a variety of aspect ratios, which I'll note on each of the slides. So let me know if you have a preference or an opinion about the different aspect ratios. For this next image, the 2:1 aspect ratio really helped to narrow down the focus of the image to the trees and the reflections. And the light mist added the perfect amount of atmosphere to this already beautiful scene. Unfortunately, I changed out the battery of my mic and forgot to turn it back on. I was talking about framing the image, reflections, and how waiting for the light had actually transformed the entire scene, when only a few minutes earlier, it was flat and uninteresting. I purchased the 70 to 200 millimeter f4 with the R5. It's a significantly cheaper lens than the f2.8. It's more compact, and it completely serves my needs of a telephoto lens as a landscape photographer. I love the versatility of this lens. I shot through its zoom range in each of the excursions I've been on since picking it up, and I'm enjoying the image quality I've only previously admired in other photographers' work. All right, here we go, up and over one more time. I was told about a year ago this landslide closed down the road, and for some reason, they've never cleared it. I climbed up on the landslide to show just enough of the jumble that I had to climb through before, running back and grabbing the camera again. What I wasn't expecting was an awesome reflection. So I did think that I was finished with reflections until I climbed up onto this landslide heap and I looked down into the water and I saw that down there and I couldn't help myself. Reflection perfection. This is the focal point of the image right here, this tree here. And I love the angle of it, but I also have that little clump right next to it. And that's a little bit cumbersome in not being able to fully separate it, but that's okay. I can live with that. I have this tree that's not actually in the water. Let's see, where is that? Right there. This one, it's not in the water, it's right on the edge, and that's coming up into the frame as well. Now, I think I shot it at a f7 or f9, I can't quite remember. So it's not going to be completely in focus. That's okay, because I don't want that to distract too much. I couldn't live with it. I had to clone it out in Lightroom. We'll see. Again, I'll never know if it's going to work completely until I see it on my computer screen. So we'll see. After capturing that shot, I felt like I had already had a successful morning. But I had one more shot that I was hoping to get. There we go. Nearly through now. Not so bad. Nice. Well, there's actually one of the flowers that I was hoping to photograph today. Yeah. Bring that with me. Right. This is the flower that I'm hoping to find. Now, this one I found on that landslide heap there, and somebody had stepped on it, and so unfortunately this one is not photographable. But this is called an Asian fawn lily, or I think it's called katakuri. That's right. This is called a katakuri in Japanese, an Asian fawn lily in English. Now, this flower, it blooms like this. It's upside down, and the petals arch upward. It's an absolutely beautiful flower. If I can find one that is intact and in bloom, icing on the cake. So let's hope I can find this flower today and photograph it.
Of all the days, it was a springtime morning, and all the birds are calling to you. I grabbed my cotton while the coffee was brewing. I went outside to wander through. I went outside and then I knew.
All right, well, success. I have found, I think, half a dozen fawn lilies. Unfortunately, none of them are blooming yet. So I'm going to take an image here. Or actually, I've already taken an image. And I went handheld because I was able to really focus exactly where I wanted to. I was able to shift it around left and right, up and down, and just find the exact composition that I was looking for. That's beautiful. So I'm zoomed all the way out to 200 now, and it's a very different image than the one I took before, and it really just simplifies everything. So basically what I had done, it was I took an image and then I was going to talk you through that image, but now that I'm down here again, the light has changed, and once again, how does that change your image dramatically? With only 5 minutes in difference of time, my image is completely different based on the light that's available. Yeah, don't be afraid to play with it. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, it's quite a beautiful shot, and it's not a fully bloomed fawn lily katakuri, but I'm quite happy with that. It's a lovely little image. So. I guess the takeaway for today, really, I never quite know what I'm going to get, but I think the takeaway today for me is wait for the light to change and see how your image would change. There was a couple of times that I thought that I was done with a shot, and I waited just a few minutes more, and the light changed dramatically, changed what I could shoot dramatically as well. So don't be afraid to wait just a bit. You know, there's that wonderful image I remember of the royal family. I think it was Diana's wedding. I say Diana, but Diana and Prince Charles, I suppose, at their wedding. And there was one photographer that waited until they called quits. All right, everybody, the photo shoot's done. And then everybody just frumped down and everybody started to laugh and be silly. And he caught an exceptional image that nobody else caught because he waited and he was ready. So I think that's a great lesson for us, is to sometimes, not always, but sometimes wait and see how the light can alter your image. So I'll throw both images up and you tell me which one you like the best.
I shot nearly the entire range of the lens today. I was happy with the reach when shooting across the water, the quality of the color and the dynamic range. I shot handheld, and with the internal stabilization of the R5 coupled with the stabilization of the 70-200 lens, everything was kept sharp, even when shooting at somewhat slower shutter speeds. It's a great lens, and I'm very happy to have it in my bag. I hope you've enjoyed this video wherever you are in the world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.